recording.
Hey guys, Megaton Menace here, back with another video. So today, I'm joined by my friend, Asir, and the two of us are going to be watching, reacting, and sharing any thoughts that we have about the Volume 7 premiere of RWBY, which, they said premiere 18 minutes long, so it isn't, not long, but not short either, and, I think the main thing we want to do before we dive into actually hitting play and watching it is to share some thoughts just about things that we would like to see in the season as a whole. And I've been talking for a while now, so we'll let Asir start this.
Yeah, and something else is to also just kind of remember where we were.
Yeah.
Last time, like, they fought Cordova, right?
Yeah.
And then they finished beating her, and then they made it to Atlas, talking about, of course, Team RWBY. I don't think there are any other subplots going on.
Yeah, I feel like...
They did show Salem at the end, though, right?
Yeah, because basically it seems like that Salem was getting an army ready to attack, and Atlas was on high alert, so... Atlas is probably her target, and besides that, everyone else seems to basically be at Atlas. And of course, we also know that both Watts and Cinder were on their way to Atlas as well, as like a third group, but we haven't actually seen them there or anything.
Right?
Yeah.
And so I think the main thing that I'd like to see, and we probably will get a lot of in this episode, is just development of Atlas. It's cool to kind of get to see other parts of the world as we've spent so long now in Mistral.
Yeah.
So.
I wholeheartedly agree with that. And because, like, for me, ever since, I guess, Volume 1, when they first started talking about Remnant Beyond Veil, Atlas... partially because of my love for Weiss, and partially just because of...
Penny.
Yeah, and Penny, and also just because of the way it was described in general. It's a location I've been very curious and excited to see for a long time, and I hope we get to see more of the culture and what life is like there than we did for Mistral.
Yeah.
And I do think we probably will.
That'd be nice. I'd like to get to Vacu at some point, but I don't have high expectations for them getting there this season.
Yeah, I think that recently they did already confirm that a Volume 8 and 9 is 100% for sure happening. And I feel like that we'll probably spend a couple volumes in Atlas, and that probably Volume 9 or 10 is when we'll get to go to Vacuo. And because it kind of seems like that a lot of important characters, like both... Like if memory serves, both Team Coffee and Team Sun kind of headed off to Vacuo. So I feel like that, like, the final battle might be in Vacuo.
That would be appropriate. We'll see. I mean, considering we still don't really know much about Atlas's relic, I feel like they might spend more time in Atlas. But with all that said, I think we should probably just dive into the episode. Is there anything else that you're really looking forward to seeing this season?
For now, I think that basically... covers it. The only other thing that's worth mentioning is that I do think that Penny's gone forever and we won't be seeing her again, but I also feel like that if it is going to happen, it will be this season.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Cool. Well, let's just go ahead and get started then. And we will be pausing as we feel necessary. I'm pretty sure, let me start it here. And, yeah. Space will pause it up, so whenever you feel the need.
Oh, excuse me. Cool. So it looks like it's basically a direct transition from where we left off before. Because usually there's been a slight time skip between volumes, even if it's just like a week or something.
Or is this, they're on that ship.
Right.
Like, and there's Atlas.
Exactly.
Fantastic. It looks beautiful.
It does.
A security team will meet you there. Over.
Yeah.
I don't understand.
I feel like
in here?
I don't know.
the ship is probably still flagged as hostile.
We got the lamp to Atlas, so I guess we'd land and get some answers.
I'm not so sure. I've never seen our forces deployed so aggressively before. If we land in a stolen ship, there's no way the security team will let us anywhere near Ironwood. They might even
stolen
back to
ship.
my father. So, Winter. Put some distance between us and the fleet.
You don't have to tell me twice.
Man, that underbelly of the island is pretty detailed too.
Yeah.
And now this has got to be Mantle underneath Atlas.
Is that what we're thinking?
That's what I'm thinking.
Makes sense. It's totally a new area for sure.
Yeah.
Yep.
Many describe these as uncertain times, and while that may be the case for the rest of the world, I can tell you what is certain. The kingdom of Atlas will remain strong, and it will remain safe. That is my promise.
We'll see.
And Atlas is so much more imperialistic
He
than
looks-
I want it to be.
Yeah, but we kind of got that vibe for a while.
Oh, I know. It's always been what scared me about it.
Yeah. And it's always like Atlas is like the rich up in the clouds, and Mantle is the poor, literally underneath them.
This isn't right. None of this is right.
Manta 5-1, we've noticed a detour in your route. You are to make your way to Docky Bay Omega 12 immediately. Do you copy? Over.
We're kind of running out of time here, kids.
We need to ditch the ship.
Agreed. Get lost in Mantle and buy ourselves some time.
I'm telling you, my sister can take us to Ironwood.
Yeah.
Wise?
I feel like that.
A reminder.
There's a reveal coming up.
Failure to cooperate with Atlas
Yeah.
military personnel is a punishable offense. If your sector is under
Winter?
lockdown,
No offense, Rice. I'm not sure that's a good idea anymore.
There's obviously something very wrong.
I feel like that playing off
I'm
of
not
the
even
fact.
sure we should be talking to Ironwood until we know exactly what's going on with Mantle.
But everyone,
Maybe.
calm down. I know someone who can help with both.
Manta 5-1, you are to make
Okay.
Jeez, lady, take a hint.
I'm surprised they don't think they can trust Winter. Or Ironwood, really, for that matter.
Yeah, like to me it seems like that if they land the ship and then Crow's like, I got the relic, I need to talk to Ironwood, I think that should work.
That should be enough. Yeah, he should have then immediately know that it's a high impact, high alert situation.
Yeah, exactly.
I like how it does look like New York, man. It's giving me
Come
that
on now.
kind of
Yeah.
It shouldn't
vibe.
be much
Yeah,
of
A
a
lot more than I expected it to.
I definitely see it. It's weird, like I never thought about it that way, but it makes sense in hindsight.
At
Show your
least,
teeth.
I didn't think so.
I
Yeah.
wonder if that's like just.
It's an in-joke, probably. But it also might be plot relevant later, who knows?
It's true. I think it kind of looks like it's going to be plot relevant.
Yeah. We did see that shot in the trailer of the relic getting jacked.
Ooh. Maybe we should pick up the pace.
Perhaps.
You have to remember, the kingdom had just lost the Great War. The people of Mantle needed a sign of a brighter future, and that sign was Atlas. After all, a home in
Yeah.
the clouds is about as bright as it gets.
No, not for the people of Mantle.
we are here for your safety. Thank you for your cooperation.
Unless you're the one having a look up at it.
This whole city,
Yeah, she gets
it
it.
just seems awful.
Yeah?
It is.
You don't like it here? There's plenty of space out in the tundra.
Sorry, I didn't mean to.
Atlas is the greatest kingdom in the world, alright?
Okay, buddy.
Can't cause a scene.
The embargo.
Can't and shouldn't are not the same thing.
But it'll blow over. You'll see.
We try and help the other kingdoms, and this is what happens? I say let 'em rock!
I apologize.
They did try to help, but they were too aggressive about it.
Stupid fathers like you want to understand.
Huh. Oh,
It was worth it.
that makes sense.
Hey, wait! That one's fire!
That one's Weiss. Call the authorities.
Thank you for your
Her
cooperation.
daddy misses her.
Yeah, but wouldn't there be like a level of disdain from the lower Mantle civilians of the Weiss family, the Schnee
It's good
family?
to
I think
see
there
you
would be.
again, old friend.
But I also think that they want that big $10,000 cash reward for returning her.
Good point.
Okay, I guess this is probably the friend she was talking about.
Yes,
yes. Have we met?
Wow.
Off to a fantastic start.
Cybernetic
He's
optical
like, yes, but I was
implants.
hot then, so
You
that makes sense
adjust
you don't
them
remember me.
every 10 years or so?
Separate from him.
Yeah, for the cybernetic implants.
Oh, that's
I
cool.
adjust them every 10 years or so. Oh, wow.
He's probably, yeah, this is probably the Geppetto.
I
Yeah.
know.
Because
I
he
aged like
has a very
fine
same
wine.
design and
Would've been here
the
sooner
chair.
If I hadn't run into these
Yeah, no, this
jokers.
is looking like
At the
Geppetto.
time, I thought they
Yeah.
might need my guidance while fighting a little sphinx.
Oh, did they?
No, no. They had much more complicated issues.
And this
Okay.
is...
So impatient. I didn't think I would need to introduce one of Atlas's finest minds.
Working in a place like this?
He likes to keep a low profile. Something I've come to realize none of you know anything about.
Yeah, they're not discreet.
Finest heart, too. This pharmacy is just where he volunteers when he's not building the future of Atlas alongside Ironwood up in the clouds.
Okay.
Oh, it's stuffy up there. Down here, I get to help the locals and have a little fun. I'm currently working on shoes that make you dance. You want to try them on?
Why?
Yes!
Of course.
Before we get to that, we were wondering if you could help us. We came to Atlas hoping to talk with General Ironwood, but,
What exactly has been happening here?
I know, but I want to
The
talk about
fall
it.
of Beacon took a toll on all of us. James was no different. I couldn't tell you exactly what it was he saw there, but it changed him.
Yeah.
He's
scared.
paranoid would be the more appropriate term. You have to understand, it wasn't just the Grim. Someone completely dismantled Atlas security code, made it their plaything.
That might just be the Black Queen again.
That's what he's talking about, yeah.
Buffoons to everyone else. Whoever managed to do that is either a genius or one of our own.
What?
Yep.
I fear the answer
One of your
may be
own.
both. And so does the general.
Maybe Atlas isn't as safe as we thought. After we came
Where's
all
the
this
boss?
way, we can't
On
just
Ruby's
leave.
belt.
Yeah, I guess I see it
How
now.
does the council feel about all of this? Or Winter Sheen? Do you know anything about her?
Well, the council's so scared they'll agree to whatever he wants. Though some representatives from Admiral. Wait.
He does hold 2 seats.
Your wife's Snee.
Maybe.
wait, what was it that you were trying to say about Mantle?
You painted it.
Is everything okay?
Makes sense that he made it.
You're Team Ruby.
I know of you.
Girl, I do. I most certainly do.
Oh boy.
And I feel like such a dunce for not recognizing you sooner. My daughter's told me so much about you.
Your daughter?
Trouble.
Wait!
They're just
Regardless of what it is, we're not gonna get it in this episode, regardless of whether or not it's her or someone else.
they're just holding you.
They've got me right there. Yeah.
Surprise me.
But if she does come back, then it's like, does she have her memories? But then again,
She would have to.
she would have to tell stories.
Yeah, to talk about Ruby.
Yeah.
These guys look limp.
Well, we didn't come this
Yeah,
far
they've never
till
been that
now.
impressive. Yeah, they're gonna fight these Grims. And then honestly, that'll probably be the episode. With ending with whatever the new intro is. No, maybe not, because they might actually get the new their new costumes in this episode. Because they'd be in the intro. Also, like, I know he doesn't talk much, but Crow's new VA is fine. Like, you can tell it's not Vic, but he still sounds like Crow, so we're good.
It's cool to see Oscar finally doing something combat-wise.
I mean, he fought Lionheart before.
No, it's just it's cool to see him chip in.
Yeah.
He's certainly not on the level of the other characters. It's cool to watch him, I don't know, find his stripes.
Yeah. Yeah, I know, the laser was green.
This looks like
I just don't want to get too excited in case they fuck me.
This looks like... 2.0.
It looks good with the longer
Why
head.
don't you say hello to your friends?
Sal? You? It is such a pleasure to
I got shivers on my entire fucking body.
Oh, look at her bow.
Yeah.
Nice. I like her new character model.
Yeah, it's good.
But we were able to recover her core from Amity Arena
Good.
once it made its way back to Atlas. It took me some time.
The soul never left the core, I guess.
better even. And now I'm the official protector of the city.
That's
Good.
good. We're not going to let a little ripping to shreds stop us, are we?
No, sir.
If they kill her again, I'm gonna fucking go mental.
We have so many things to catch up about.
Yes.
I cannot wait. It seems we will have to wait. Let's talk more later. I can't wait to hear about all your adventures.
I love it. She's still rambling.
Yeah, she hasn't changed.
Understand what's going on, or have like a million questions.
And thankfully, I have about 1,000 answers. But let's
That's
take
good.
a
I like
look
answers.
first.
I have absolutely no idea who that child was. Is she important somehow?
Yes.
Never a dull moment, but I wouldn't say unwelcome. I was honestly expecting things to go a lot rougher.
There it is.
Yeah. They're gonna take the relic.
Yeah.
But it's the premiere, so they'll probably get it back before the season's over. Oh, they look their Atlas.
That sounds like Iron One.
I'm a licensed huntsman. Just help save everyone.
Yeah. Confiscate all of their weapons.
What was that faunus? Did you see what his tail was?
I didn't see it now.
Let's get them loaded into the next transport.
It's like tentacle, but I don't think it was.
Hopefully they'll show it again.
What is the meaning of this? What are the Aesops even doing down here in Map?
Ace? Ops?
Doctor,
Okay.
good to see you. Well, we heard a report of an unauthorized ship making an unauthorized
Yep.
landing, followed by an unauthorized use of weapons by non-licensed huntsmen.
Yeah, that makes sense.
If we could just talk this out.
They'll be able to talk this out once they get up to Atlas. Let's move out.
I don't like him. He's too try hard.
Yeah. But it's also true that I don't think them going to Atlas is a problem.
Now
But man, now I'm glad that they fucking went the mantle first.
is much closer to what I was expecting.
But they have, that's gonna be the end probably. They have both the relic and the...
New opener. Let's check this out.
Yeah.
Oh, I like that. Wait a second.
That was super anime.
I want to go back though. Did it just confirm Juniper with Penny?
I think it did, yeah.
I think it just confirmed Juniper with Penny.
Yeah. That's good. And that's funny, those outlines were the new designs. But, okay, just, yeah.
And Blake's got to get a haircut between the
Yeah.
episode and Max.
It's because when all the gay girls gotta have short hair.
Oh wait.
Yeah, so that was guys.
Yeah, I know, but it's interesting that the color schemes.
Yeah, they're probably a team.
I hope they're finally gonna like do something with
Watts and Tyrion have to have a big role in this.
I hope so. Yeah.
But both them and the Schnee family and Ironwood have to be a focal point of the season.
And
yeah, and it's funny because like
I hate his new haircut. It's awful.
Yeah, I don't. It looks too much like Cardin's, and that fucks with me.
That makes sense.
And it's funny too, because like the actual quality of the animation does still get better. Because like it's not that much, but it is better animation quality than Volume 6 was.
Yeah, I think we should definitely immediately rewind and retake in that opener.
Yeah, there's always so much shit in.
Absolutely.
Well, did you see it showed the relic of Atlas? Because the relic of destruction.
Can we?
We can do whatever you want with
let's
that.
go back to the. Let's just watch all of this again, and we'll watch the credits the second time.
Sounds good.
I want to rewatch that entire.
Yeah.
The opening. Right. I want to pause here.
Maybe not.
Red? I don't know, man.
It's weird. It's green like Penny, but the hair just doesn't look right.
Right?
Maybe, man.
It's
also in addition to that, like the
it's
order
not in the Juniper order, right?
Yeah, because it's J.R. whoever that is, and then
it's
Nora.
Oscar.
Yeah.
It's Oscar.
Yeah, it is Oscar. So I guess they're doing that makes sense.
Man, I wish I could have hit that better. Because I'm assuming the first one is going to be Team RWBY.
The first one was definitely Team RWBY.
Yeah, and then after that, I guess it was Oscar that they threw into Juniper. Which is unfortunate. I was hoping it was Penny.
Yeah, but if you go by the last name the way Ren does, it does work as a P.
Oh, okay.
Because he's Oscar Pines.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
So there's obviously RWBY. I love this
and it's the new
plate
designs.
silhouette.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's got to be Oscar.
Yeah. And they did establish him, and Osborn, more accurately, was green before.
Right, yeah. No, so I think that would make a lot of sense. Atlas and Mantle.
Yeah.
Oh, it's weird. Her hair actually transitions.
I know.
The thing. I've missed out the first time.
It's whack.
That's cool. I love Blake.
Yeah. It was like a hologram of...
That's that team.
Yeah.
I really wish I could have still framed it, but I'm not. It's not worth it.
And honestly, he was looking like a hologram of Atlas, but it didn't have Mantle.
And that's Watts for sure, right?
Yeah.
With Tyrion or
Yeah. And Ironwood shooting something. He was in Mantle in that shot. Ironwood was.
Interesting. The last thing I want to pay attention to is there's a shot of, I think it was Crow and somebody else fighting a character I didn't recognize.
Yeah, I think it was a Crow and Tyrion rematch in Mantle. And she's a new character.
Yeah, which I don't recognize. I think it might have been her.
Yeah, I think it was. I think it was her, Crow, and Tyrion.
That's the last thing I really wanted to see. Yeah, see here it is. It's like a three-way fight, though. She's helping Crow fight Tyrion.
Which means she might be the Winter Maiden then.
That would make sense. Okay, I could see that. Oh, that's a great still frame.
Yeah, it's like that's everyone who's gonna matter this season, and that was the relic.
Yeah, the spear there.
Yeah, and we know that Atlas is the creation relic. I know that in the Volume 6 premiere, Crow said what relics were in each place, and I think that creation was what Atlas was, and I think that Vacuo is destruction.
That would make sense to me. I mean, but I can't remember specifically. There she is.
Yeah, I know.
I'm happy, man. You've been asking for this literally since she died in 3. You've been begging for her return.
Yeah, because it's like, I wanted it, and because of the nature of what she is, if any character was going to come back, it would make sense for it to be her.
Yeah. No, it's true. I thought it was certainly likely from the get, but...
Yeah. But it's the community was pretty split on it, I feel. It's going to start something else in 6 seconds, just so you know.
Okay, so let's go ahead and not let it start anything else. but...
Ooh, only 1 second. Oh no! We were too slow!
Oh,
the plot thickens! No!
Okay, so we can kind of just do our closing thoughts, if any.
Yeah.
I thought it was a great episode. As usual, there's not much kind of to take away from the season at starter.
Yeah.
They don't really kind of develop the plot points of what the season's going to be. They just kind of establish the location and the setting more than anything else.
Exactly.
Which I think they did really well. It was really cool to see Mistral and Atlas. I wasn't expecting such a New York-y slum vibe, but that's definitely what at least Mantle came across as.
And like it's crazy because so I feel like that one episode on its own, like what we know about Mantle now from that one episode is basically the same, maybe even slightly more than what we got about Mistral during the entire Mistral arc. So I think that's off to a pretty good start.
No, I would absolutely agree with that commentary.
Yeah.
And I don't really have much else to say. I can't wait to see the new look. I'm glad that they didn't just instantly put out the new look, because this kind of gave us a window to see right where they were at the end of last season, transitioning now. Now we'll have like a break or a breather for them to, allow the redesigns to take place. So that's cool.
Indeed.
Any other commentary or anything else you want to add?
I think I'm pretty good right now. It's always hard to come up with commentary immediately after the fact because you guys will see it, but like a week before this. But I'm gonna record like an actual straight up review with screen caps and all that shit the way I did with Volume 6 immediately when we're done with this. Mm-hmm. And it's weird. I feel like that if we really sit down and look at all the season premieres of RWBY objectively and say which one is the best, I don't think it was this one, but because of personal bias, for me,
I think it's in the running. I mean, I directly compare it to the one that stands out to me was the episode premiere of season 4 when we first kind of saw John in the wake of Pyrrha. And, for me, like, you love Penny, but for me, I've always, related a lot to John. And so that was a really good start to a season for me. And I think a lot of people don't like season 4, but I like it a lot just kind of because we see John really struggle. And he has to undergo a huge reformation of character in that season. And so it means a lot to me, even though I know it's kind of an underappreciated season as a whole.
Yeah, because I feel like that most people really feel like that season 4 is the second worst season, with the only one that sucks more being season 5. I do think that that's the overall fan consensus on that.
I do think this is actually a good segue to talk about. So this is my studio setup that we're using to allow us to do this reaction video. We're going to continue to try and do it throughout season 7 on a weekly basis, catching it on Saturday. But if there's any interest, we'd be happy to go back, and I guess you want to call them, what, non-blind reviews?
It would basically be the type of thing where we would rewatch old episodes of RWBY that we've both already seen and give our thoughts on them in the moment as we're watching it. So it would kind of be like non-blind reactions or episodic reviews with the full episode included as footage.
Right. But that's something we're definitely committed to. We're going to do this for season 7. If there's interest for that, we'd be happy to go back and kind of review some former episodes as well.
We'll only do it if you guys want to see it, and it'll be during the hiatus between Volume 7 and 8, if it happens.
Correct. Unless they start up with Genlock right out the gate.
Yeah.
In which case, we're probably going to jump into that.
Yeah, because Genlock will want to react to together, I think, as well.
Absolutely.
And I don't think that Genlock has a date yet.
Okay. Well, is there any final thoughts before we stop the recording here?
Just that I am definitely looking forward to the rest of the volume, even though I don't know how many episodes it's going to be. And that as in this episode, they were painting both Ironwood and Winter as being untrustworthy. And I hope a lot that as we progress further into the season, it turns out that that is not the case, and that they both can be strong, trustworthy allies, and that if they are going to have any evildoers in Atlas, having it be Jock, Whitley, and the members of Salem's entourage that are on their way to Atlas would be enough. Like, we don't need to villainize Winter and Ironwood.
I agree wholeheartedly, and I hope that that fog of whether or not they are or are not trustworthy gets lifted sooner
rather than later.
I agree.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, anyway.
So yeah, until next time, hope you guys enjoyed the video, and both the Megaton Menace and the Seer Storm signing out. Peace.